Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to check in with you all. I am currently on week 4 of First Form's Transformation Challenge. It is their New Year's sprint, and if you want to know anything about it, go ahead, watch my last video. I talked a lot about how it works, all of the benefits of it, and yeah, everything that kind of goes into it and why I chose to do it. So today's little update is just going to be about any progress that I've seen so far, and then also any setbacks that I've had already. So to get started, I am having a lot of setbacks recently. I would say honestly right at the start of this challenge, I started noticing it, but I just kind of said, oh, this is weird, but it'll go away with time. I brought it up to my physical therapist a couple times, and she was like, oh, you know, like, see if it goes away, get a massage, blah, blah, blah. So what is it? I still don't really know. It's this super weird thing, and if you follow me on Instagram, @liftwithendo, you'll know that I've been having this really weird sensation. I tilt my chin down and I get like tinglies up and down both arms. And it even happens when I'm like running. I get it in my legs too. So it's super weird. I got an x-ray for it, and my C6 and C7 vertebrae are apparently fused, but they've been that way since birth. So this is new, which means it's probably not related to that. I don't know. I have been taking Epsom salt baths, doing plenty of stretching, plenty of resting, not pushing myself, and finding ways to do other exercises without getting any pain in my neck. Because like right now, I can't put a barbell where it's supposed to sit on your neck. The other day I actually did a low grip. So it was like on my shoulder blades instead of on top of my back, which works, but then I can't do as much weight, and I'm missing out on doing a lot of cardio and stuff like that. So gonna get it checked out really soon here. Other things that are really exciting, I am going out to Detroit next week to do some job interviews, and I'm super excited about that because I have been wanting to change jobs for a while now. I miss my friends back home. I don't really understand having winter without any snow. I am taking action on that and getting some interviews next week, and hopefully going to be moving to Michigan by March. So that might be a setback. I don't know. We'll see what happens in my next check-in. But in terms of physical fitness, besides those tiny little setbacks, I've noticed a couple things. So not only am I looking way more defined, I finally have quads that you can see through my leggings, which is great. And then also my arms are getting defined, my back, just really everything is starting to kind of like shape up. And it's great, and I've actually lost 3 pounds so far. I started off, I want to say 130. No, I was 127 at the beginning of January, and then I dropped down to 124 this week, so 3-ish pounds. And beforehand, before the other challenge, I was sitting at like 130, so I'm more defined, but I've lost weight, so that's kind of cool. So one big thing that I've also noticed besides like the physical changes is just how I've been approaching the gym ever since, you know, I made my little tracker here to be able to go through all my workouts and track my weights. I've noticed that compared to what I was doing beforehand, I have almost doubled my leg press and we're not talking like doing lower reps, nothing. Like, I am up to at least 230 pounds on the leg press, not including whatever the leg press machine actually weighs, because I don't know what that is. But beforehand, I only stuck to doing 45s on each end, like 145 on each end. And this challenge has helped me really push myself and be able to see that I can lift way heavier, which is super cool, because obviously my entire goal for this challenge is to get stronger and see my body develop into more of a muscular physique, which is something that I really want, and I'm noticing that, and it's absolutely great. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then also I'm noticing a lot more arm definition, and obviously with that I am getting way stronger. So I'm starting to get a little bored of the workouts that I have, so I'm probably just going to switch it up next week. Maybe try and do some stuff that would be lighter on my neck anyway, and we'll see what happens. But right now my calories, I am sitting at, I want to say literally right at 2,000 calories, and it's been going super well for me. I haven't had any problems hitting those macros. In terms of the Facebook group, I haven't been able to get to all of the live streams, but I have been able to go back and watch them, which is super great. And also I find it amazing when someone asks a question and I'm able to answer it, because I've watched the other live streams, and watching Sal and Brian and Jeremy, all of them, especially, you know, Laura, Kelly Pullman was on one the other day too, talking about vegan diets. Watching all of them dish out all that knowledge and just absorbing it is just great, because then I'm able to, you know, help out my friends who are asking questions like that, or help out other people in the Facebook groups who are asking those questions, and maybe they just weren't seen by whoever's doing the video, which is super great. And yeah, I love that we have theme days in both of the groups. Weigh-in Wednesday, I am starting to see noticeable difference, which I've said a couple times now, but I'm just really excited about it. I've been taking my post-workout stack almost every single time that I'm hitting the gym, and a couple times after hot yoga, just because, one, I love the taste of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Formula 1. It is so good. Give me everything in the form of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, please. Thanks. I'm almost through my greens. There was a couple days where I had to stop taking them just because I was doing the whole allergy diet thing, and then I'm easing stuff back into it. And so the greens have finally made it back into my diet, so has all of the protein powder and everything. The only things that I am still skeptical about in my diet are blueberries, sesame seeds, sweet potatoes, green beans, and apples. Yeah, those are the only things that I haven't eaten yet, or have eaten, and then I actually had a flare-up of my IC the past couple days, so I'm thinking it was either sesame seeds or apples. I have to try it out again, but I don't want to have another flare-up. So I am going to kind of give my body a little rest on that as well, and we'll see what happens later. But for now, I am doing pretty good. I'm a little stressed, obviously, with trying to change jobs, move states. There's always boy issues. I'm just chronically single, so, you know, always just have problems, I guess. Then of course, you know, I'm having this neck thing, which is really stressful, because who wants to just look down and have their arms go numb like all the time? Now I am doing good. I'm seeing progress. I'm having a great time, and I'm just loving the community that I have this time around. The past couple challenges, I did 2 before. This is my 3rd. I didn't participate as fully as I wanted to, just because of, I don't know, life excuses, I guess. But now this time around, I am 110% all in, and I think it's showing a lot. You know, I am constantly being active. I am getting myself to the gym, but also, you know, listening to my body and eating right. I'm hitting my macros almost every single day except for yesterday because of my IC flare-up. At the end of the day, I couldn't eat. So thankfully I have my Opti Greens because I was able to get in all my veggies for the day in one drink that I could kind of just like chug down, and then I ate some crackers and that was it. But I feel like I'm doing fairly good, you know? Good for me. Like that's where I'm at. Like on the scale of like where I've been shitty wise to where I want to be, I would say I'm probably like here, you know? Like if it's like 1 being the lowest version of myself and 10 being the highest, I'm probably at like a 7, which is really good, you know? Like I definitely don't want to peak at the age of 22, and I have a lot further to go, but I like that I have progressed so far already from where I was. You know, I wrote up an Instagram post today that isn't published yet, talking about my relationship with food and just like body image. You know, back in story time. So back in even before middle school, I was so self-conscious about like my arm hair. You literally can't even see it in the camera, but I was super self-conscious about it. So I used to wear matching tracksuits to school because I wanted to cover up my arms, and I would even do that in the summer, like when it was hot out. And then I got into middle school and shaved literally from like here down, anywhere I could, because I was so self-conscious about it. And then I got into freshman year of high school, and then all throughout high school really, I thought my worth was basically based on having abs. So I restricted food, I binge ate because then I would, you know, feel terrible and make up for it. And I just remember I would make these plates of food where it had to have everything on it. It had to have cheese, it had to have chocolate, it had to have a meat, it had to have like everything, it had to have a salt. And like I was binge eating and it wasn't good. I was doing crunches, like hundreds of crunches after I came home from cheerleading and gymnastics. And it's like all of that was taking a toll on my body, and so I was this rail thin human, and I thought if I could just have abs, then I would be happy. And that's not how it works. Like, I know a lot of people think that way. I did for 4 years at the very least. But that's not how it works. You won't get abs if you don't have anything there to get. Like, I wasn't fueling my body even to the point where I could have muscle. I look back at pictures of me in high school and like I was a stick, like just pure, like there was nothing there. And then freshman year of college, I sat there and I didn't have any sport my first semester, so all I did was run, and I discovered MyFitnessPal. And I was not in a mindset to use MyFitnessPal. If you don't have a healthy relationship with your body and with food, for the love of God, don't use MyFitnessPal. It will make you obsessive. I would go to the cafeterias and stuff at school, and I would say, okay, well, if I don't eat this, I don't eat that, I can have a cookie. And that was my version of flexible dieting. Restricting everything and only eating like a cookie for the day, because I just wanted that number as low as possible with still getting one thing. That was it, and all I was doing was running, and that took a toll on my body because second semester I got into D1 rowing, which was great. It was awesome, and it showed me, you know, I needed to eat to to fuel my body and to be able to do everything that I wanted to do and have energy. And then I had to stop rowing because my body was so fucked up. Like, my body was hurting so bad because I had abused it for years that I couldn't handle how extreme rowing was. So then at the end of my second semester, I ended up transferring to a school that had no sports, and my only option was using this tiny, outdated weight room that they had. So that's what I did. I had almost no friends at the school, so I just started weightlifting. It was the only thing I had. And I did that, and I had time to eat healthy and focus on my studies, and that was all I did. But through that, I ended up, obviously I got friends, and then also I found such a better relationship with food and such a better relationship with my body and an appreciation for what I could get myself to do, but also what my body could do for me. And it was just, and it has been this awesome journey the past, 3 years of flexible dieting and weightlifting. And I know I say, like, at the end of my senior year, I, kind of fell off a little bit because I was stressed out. I was taking 20 credit terms so I would graduate on time and not have to pay another 40 grand for college out of pocket. It was really rough, and so I stopped working out as much as I should have been, and that's fine, It's all highs and lows. There's gonna be times where you fall off and you fall back on. That's okay. And right now I'm at one of those on cycles, and that is literally all thanks to First Form. Like, I know that I didn't participate as much as I should have the past 2 challenges that I did, but I still listened. I might not have been present, but I was still paying attention. I was still watching the workouts. I was still eating better. And now I am at the point where I can be fully into this, and I would not have this confidence. I would not have the results that I have been trying to get for the past over 6 months now, without the help of the First Form family and all of their athletes and their supplements and just all of the wonderful information that they've given me to help me succeed. So I think this has been a long enough ramble for my 3/4 week update. I'll check back in a couple weeks, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.